It's time for Video Game Flash Fiction, a 90-minute writing game where we select one of these Atari 2600 cartridges and slot it into the console, play the game, and create an intellectual property free flash fiction story within 90 minutes and read it at the end. I'm going to start the timer right now, officially. And then someday, hopefully, they end up in a book like this on sale right now, somewhere on the internet. Type in video game flash fiction, and maybe it'll make you there. Maybe it won't. But that ain't going to make this game complete, nor the story right. So let's roll these dice to randomly select one of these cartridges so we can make it fun. We have 6 columns. I have a 6-sided dice. I'm going to roll this dice right here. 3. We have column 3 right here. I have a 10-sided dice. I got 10 rows from top to bottom. Let's roll this dice. 4. Well, let's see what we have for 4. Let's move some cartridges. What am I looking at here? Oh my gosh. This is going to be weird. Whoa. For today's video game flash fiction game, we have something called Big Bird's Egg Catch. Here's the artwork on the cartridge. If I can get that in there. It says use with the Atari Kids controller. Well, I just think I have one of those controllers right here. I guess I need to slot it into the Atari and we'll see if this thing works. Give me one moment. Okay. Well, the controller we'll be using has been plugged in, I'm assuming, into the right slot. We'll turn this on. Maybe it'll work. It does work. Fantastic. Big Bird's Egg Catch. And let's get some volume on that. Let's see what it sounds like. Or let's hear what it sounds like. Don't necessarily can see sound. I'm not one of those people. So far, there's no sound. I'm going to hit game reset switch. All right. That is a little. Okay. Come on now. Like, I think this is the kid's controller. They have the, yeah, really? Man, this is super. I mean, I get it from the name of the game, but I don't, I'm assuming this is the kid's controller. I mean, I have one of these. All right, I got one. How do I get over the other place? And I'm dominating. All right, I did that somehow. All right, so that button. Like, I don't know how I'm making some of these movements here, but I'm dominating. I'm catching eggs. Huh. What does this creature look like? If I didn't know what Big Bird was, hey, I was victorious. Oh my gosh. Look how proud I am. What the hell? Am I like an egg collector? And I dress up in like a bird so I don't freak out the chickens? Like, how am I like I feel like I'm deceiving myself. I'm doing really well. Oh shoot, come on now. Oh, Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm supposed to have something that's supposed to cover this up to tell me where I'm supposed to go. Oh, come on now. All right, all right, all right. I got 6 eggs again. I'm gonna make prediction. I made a good prediction. This is lame, is super kind of boring. But, I mean... all right. I mean, I got 9. Is this like a competition, I wonder? Is it like... yeah. Well, let's go. Let's, the empty nest, the eggs have gone. So if I get 1 egg, I'm fired, basically. Yeah, it's really confusing to me. I have no idea. I'm gonna put this up here. I got the screen going. Let's see if I can figure out. Like, I don't even know. Big birds egg catch. Okay. Intellectual property free, by the way. So that'll be fun. Like, what do you like? Big birds egg catch. That just doesn't seem. Like a good idea. And I got to create a story in now 1 hour and 23 minutes. It's not a very complicated game. It's one screen. You have 2 shafts where eggs drop from nests after they get hatched from, I'm assuming, chickens. And someone in a big bird suit's catching them. What kind of story can I create from that? That is ultimately boring. Man. This is odd, too. Not, chance, but I think I had a while ago or already. This is during the future, no matter when you're viewing it compared to the past. I think I've had the Ernie one, or I had some game that had the same set of characters in it recently. And I'm becoming... that one was way more interesting. It had more levels. This just has an eggs, so we're in an egg barn. And we have them laying the eggs and them falling to a shaft, and you have to catch them. So you're like a worker. And your job is to catch eggs. And you have to dress up in a big bird outfit, maybe, to be able to, I don't know, not frighten the other birds. Why? I don't believe in big birds egg catch. Let's do that. Let's go with that. Time's ticking. I'm all about, this seems like some lame job you'd have. Like, I'll try to get into some, someone who's not applying for a job to be a pilot or a software engineer or a lawyer or a mechanic. some non-trained position. No plumbers, electricians here. Be more like your first job. Maybe I'll go that way. Go the job route and not the Bizarro World route, because I just don't got a lot of time to create an entire world where there's a big bird. Maybe it's the dominating race. Oh, if I went to like dystopia. I don't want to do dystopia though. I'm thinking right now that this story could be about a race of big birds that trap smaller birds and capture their eggs for food. They're cannibals. Big birds egg catch. And if I did it that way, I couldn't even think of an ending right now. Like, how would I end that story? They die, the race dies, the race lives, regardless they're enslavers. Which is not a pleasant story to write. Like I need to wear a bird outfit. Like, I don't want to go second person, but I'm very tempted. Let's roll for gender. 1, 2, male. 3, 4, female. 5, 6. Let's go gender neutral. I won't even call it out. It's a 1. It's a male. Okay. So our gender for the primary protagonist is going to be male. Besides female, or who knows? We're going to have this male be called... I gotta think of a name I haven't used about 20 times in the past months. Like Joey. Dave. Dave's what's a good teenage name? Dave. Let's go Dave. Hey, Dave. Says Dave. Like, do I get like the whole day? Why? Dave and shift manager. Man, I write a lot about work. I suppose it's just a part of everyone's life, so it's easy to relate on a story about work. Even if you don't have a job, you're happy you don't have a job. So it's something you still think about daily. Maybe, I don't know. I've never been in a position to where I didn't have a job and didn't need a job. So I don't know what that thought's like. I've been in the position where I didn't have a job and I needed a job, and I thought about a job about every waking moment. For this one, we're going to have Dave and the shift manager at Big Bird's Egg Catch. We can throw the title in there. Big Bird's Egg Catch. Just outside of, I don't like, I need to think of some place maybe I've been. It seems sort of hokey. Maybe people watch this too. Or an entertainment, and that way I can get a little bit of the gameplay into it. Like I need to wear a bird. Why can't I just... get the eggs out of the nest? And like All right, hopefully I had not many too likes. I used like a lot when I was younger, and well, it's been a while. I'm sure the speech habits, from what I've heard, are a little bit different these days. But I still hear a lot of people say like, no matter how old or how young. Like I like need to wear like in for the whole day. It was more of a thing years ago, but I'm gonna still use like to show a little bit of youngness. A little youngness? What the hell is that word? Not one that I should have in my mind right now. This would be like the first job interview where you just don't know why. Why would they do it this way? Don't question my authority, son. Why would they do that? I don't know. This just seems silly and meaningless unless it was part of a larger scheme. Maybe they make money from streaming, and could be a modern day tell. We got a profit from both the eggs as well as humiliation and getting clicks. So let's do that. Maybe Dave and the shift manager at Big Bird's Eye Catch stand outside the hall, outside the tunnel that walks beneath the egg shoots. A lone person in a big bird outfit squeegees, scrapes, and brooms, broken eggshells, and splattered yolks. Yolk? I can't spell yolk. How do you spell yolk? Anyone know Y-O-K, Y-O-L, Y-O-L-K? Yolk? Yolk? I can't remember. Yolk? Is it yolk or yolk? I don't know. Let's look it up. Y'all are yolk. Yolk? It is LK. Excellent. One of those was right. I don't need a yoke. Yoke is something you put on over the neck of a cattle, right? That's right. So yoke and yolk. Okay, so splattered yolk. Yolk. Eggshells and splattered yolk. Beneath the head round. The wide holes in the ceiling. A long person? How about we have a lone person? The lone person in a big bird outfit. Do I need the scrapes, scraps? Scraps and scrapes. Scrap. Scrapes? I think scrapes. I think I want the E there to make it scrapes and not scrap. I don't want it to be scrappy. I want to scrape something. Let's look that word up. Man, with the E, without the E, how does that all work out in life? Who knows? Let's spell it out. Search and return engine. Scrape. Yes. Okay. It's with the E. I was right. Hey. I'll make a journal of that entry later today. A lone person in a big bird outfit scrapes brooms the broken eggshells and splattered yolk beneath the holes in the ceiling. Of the dimly lit tunnel. Dimly lit tunnel. What else can I write? I just want to set this up, this scene. Dave points along the tunnel. Let's just do that. At cameras pointed, mounted on the ceiling. And floor. He pulls up his pants. Dave pulls up his pants. Well, you see, what do you call it? Stream? Yeah, I think I'm going to do the streaming thing. I think I'm going to switch out the controllers too. I'm really disappointed. I think it says keyboard controller. I'm pretty certain this is the correct one. I had a couple keyboard controllers. I mean, I got two. I think this one was specifically for these branded games that involve Sesame Street characters. Muppets, rather. And then I have another controller that's more for, like, what was it, Star Voyager? No. I'm trying to look at the manual up here. Star Raiders. They did have, you're supposed to have some sort of cover that slides over these, which I might have one of somewhere. But I don't now, and I'm just distracting, trying to make this story seem more interesting. I've got an hour and 7 minutes left. Time's taken pretty decent. I like where I'm at. I'm going to get my lucky crafted joystick controller right there. Maybe look at it and give me a little bit of good luck. Let's play this again. I think I got a story. Let's talk it out loud, because right now Dave is trying to catch that egg. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I was just over there. Like, I don't... There we go. I had to hit two things at once. 2 eggs. And I'm dancing. And I lost. Maybe not. No, I'm fine. There's the egg over there. Just do my Street Fighter mashing buttons. Obviously, you're going to fail the first day on the job and get fired. I got to have him walking around with the big feet, the big costume, falling down in yolks. So like, I'm gonna lose lowercase I. Okay, well, I sucked. How am I still alive? Like, if I get another job, then I must be a nepo baby. I thought I just failed that. Somehow I didn't, though. Well, I guess you're not gonna get fired if the point of the job is humiliation. Come on, catch this egg. I didn't have to move the character. I'm trying to figure out what that sound is in the background. Yeah. Some non-copyrighted Americana song, I think. We got an hour and 4 minutes left. I'm going to enjoy this to see if I make it past with not even moving. Maybe they do such a good job that none of them hit the floor and they don't get good clicks. Well, you'd still get clicks, right? So if this was actually something you broadcast live, whether they succeeded or failed, you'd still watch it. If they failed, then they'd be slipping around in yolk all day long, and then you'd laugh because, ha ha, that's funny. If they caught him, then you'd be able to gamify it. A bunch of people get involved, like, hey, Dave's got 10. Do I have enough to move on? I didn't even move. I literally just stood there. Oh, I'm dancing. I don't know how the heck one can fail at this game. Oh, game over. Okay. Maybe, I don't know. That was weird. That's still a weird game. All right, well, let's continue on and let's try to finish this story. I don't know if... Dave lifts his legs, flopping the big foam feet. And flopping the big foam bird feet. How can I run in this? Yes. How can I run with these big feet? That is the question we have in life. How are they going to run with these big feet? Well, let's get that story going here. I think so. I don't know. So like I'm going to be on the internet. I like my gonna be. I'm gonna be. So and you've got to use contraction. No one says I am and feels like they're not insane unless they're pissed off. So like I'm gonna be on the internet, question mark. How can I how can I run with these big feet? In this it's the work uniform. I'm gonna have Dave give the 4-0. Let's see, it's Dave. Wait. That's not Dave. Who's the shift manager? Shift manager. This is the shift manager. I gotta give a shift manager. Just call him shift manager. This is the shift manager. Shift manager opens the door to the tunnel and points arm inside. It's the work uniform. Required. The shift manager opens the door to the tunnel and points arm inside. You just need to catch the eggs. To try to catch the eggs. Let's do this. The shift manager. Let's give some description of the shift manager. We'll have them squint. Not to sift. We're not going to sift through a manager. This isn't the manager of sifting. Peer. Wrinkles their big forehead. He sniffs one nostril and burps. Well, yeah. You might be fired. The shift manager sucks in gut and pulls up pants. That's right. Unless maybe they're just doing, yeah. I mean, I guess you can be, you can pretend you're a farm and maybe you can get some sort of subsidy from the government. I won't go there. Not yet. Not this story. They claim they're a farm merely to get a farm subsidy. That's an exciting story. I should talk a little louder. I realize my voice is in the writer mode where I'm not really considering the fact that I don't know. The shift manager sucks in cut. Let's say gut. Gut. Sucks in gut and pulls up pants. That's right. Unless our viewers like you and you get hits and we get hits and subscribers, then it don't matter. Do I get a cut? Like if I don't? Do I get like a cut? Of like Oh, it's not Dave. Shift manager. The shift manager. I should hyphenate that just because I haven't been. I want to connect that. That's their name. It's just shift manager. Shift manager. I could put an article. Let's point at that shift manager. The shift manager. Grins and chuckles. Oh no. Oh, let's get this straight. This is shift manager, Dave, shift manager. The shift manager. Not even give this person a name. Doesn't deserve one. Lame job, lame manager. Appears and closes the tunnel door. A cut of like the money from the viewers. Well, that's why you get in. Can I like get paid with the eggs I catch? And so your big bird, as on the screen, we reset this a little bit. Let's get the noise going again. And that's you. Your Dave, first day on the job. Your job is to catch these eggs, or if you miss them, look like a fool. So people watching you on the internet in this big bird outfit, at your job of catching eggs, fell and slop around and laugh at you. But you're determined to try to get a cut. So you're talking to your manager, your new manager, before you even start this job. This is like the heck no. Two of those are worth more. You need to become I don't know how this story's feeling. Feels a little lame. The sounds in the background are bringing me a little bit of joy, though. I kind of don't even know how this... Oh, I gotta catch it with my head. Like, I feel like I failed because more eggs failed and smashed than they did get caught. And yet I'm still going to work. I still got my job the next day, dressing up in my bird outfit, trying to catch these eggs while the internet watches, and I fell. Egg yolk spreads. That's more than you get paid an hour. The egg, heck no. A carton of store eggs? Heck. An egg's worth more than minimum wage. You need to work, become shift manager if you want a whole carton. All right. Well, I mean, I have the setup of something. Man, I dominated. I didn't even have to move. And I got 6. Maybe they just stand there. And that's why they get fired. They're not that interesting. No one wants interest. I know the feeling. The eggs, heck no. We'll go shift manager. Says shift manager. Says the shift manager. A carton of store eggs. Let's get rid of those words. And let's make this a statement and not a question. Entitled to a whole carton of eggs. Carton. The eggs? Heck no. An egg's worth more than minimum wage. You need to work, become shift manager if you want to earn a whole carton of eggs an hour. That's what's wrong with you, with your generation. Just think you're entitled to a whole carton of eggs right out the first day on the job. Maybe it just goes off in some like long rant. And we can go into shift manager. Just tell them to get back here. I like that. That'll at least bring a smile to my face. Probably not anyone else's, but that's fine. I think that's how it's going to go. I can just use it, the idea of the job. Go off on some like boomer rant. The eggs, heck no, says shift manager. An egg's worth more than minimum wage. You need to work to become shift manager if you want to earn a whole carton of eggs an hour. That's what's wrong with your generation. Just think you're entitled to a whole carton of eggs first day on the job. You got to starve. You got to be hungry. Earn it. Work weekends. Come in on your days off. And be on call. 24 hours a day. The eggs? Heck no, says shift manager. And eggs were more than minimum wage. Okay, so I think that's the end right here. I think I'm just going to have the shift manager Dave talk a lot. Go off on all these tangents that exist in society about how the current youth of today are not willing to work hard. Just complete BS. I know people way younger than myself that are more than eager to work. But you can't get by on minimum wage. Unless you're living on the streets. But then you have the dilemma. You have no apartment, no security, no way to be able to hold a job where you have to interact with people. All right, so let's earn work weekends, come off your days off. That's the catch, like an egg, like the nest egg. Days off. I'll be on call 24 hours a day. Be willing to make the tough calls. Be on call 24 hours a day. Be willing to make the tough calls between a birthday party or work. And let me tell you, you better choose work. Hand out whiny people. Unless you want to become one of those handout whiny people, just sits around all day complaining about food. You gotta catch eggs to make a nest egg. What is it like? Your nest egg? Your nest egg. You gotta catch eggs to make a nest egg. Devotion, loyalty, and work. Hard work, son. Something your generation seems to have forgot. This is the great way. This is the ending. I think I might go on for a little bit longer. I'll vent. If I was a youth of today and I was listening to a lot of the older people, and they're, well, yes. They had it way easier to be able to live paycheck to paycheck on some minimum wage job. Not anymore. Not anymore. Hell, you could get probably 2 roommates, both working minimum wage, and be able to afford to rent a cheap house. And save up for that car, too. Yeah, back in the day. Hard work, son. Something your generation seems to have forgot. That's not how it was back in time, babe. And 30 years later, I'm making it. I'm not just, sure, and you bet, some days, some months, that rent, car payment, takes all the savings. Gotta do my job. I go home to my house, to my house I bought 30 years ago. Can I go off on any more of a tangent? I can. Excuse me. I should probably drink some water as well, and not just coffee. It's all right. I'm not working Big Bird's eggs to catch. Okay. And I could have some like sarcastic ending to this. One person's like, so no? All right, let's keep going with this. I'm making it, and you bet some months that rent and car payment takes all the savings, but I do my job. I don't complain. I don't complain. I don't complain. I like this. At the shift manager. Dave steps back, steps away from the shift manager. Dave steps away from the shift manager and peers. So, no earning the eggs caught. The shift managers face flushes blood. What do you think? Not if you want this job. No. I don't know what gender is the shift manager. We'll do the same. 1, 2 male, 3, 4 female, 5, 6. We won't be gender specific. 2 male. The shift manager's face flushes blood red and jaw clenches. He points a finger. You want this job? Because I got a whole line of you. Maybe I end it there. And everyone could be Dave. I would like this. It would probably be better second person if I'd chosen that. And that might be an edit I could do right now. I'm thinking of viewing a second person to be able to put, you into the story. The person outside yourself. The one everyone else sees. But you're still a part of it. If I did that, you and the shift manager. So let's put an article right here, at least to make this a little bit less awkward. But then again, with the likes, though, I suppose that's the. I think so. I might put this second person. Let's do that. Let's try just swapping and replacing all this stuff. What's the command for that again? I think I got it in my buffer someplace. There it is. Search globally. Dave, replace with. We'll just go lowercase u for here. And we can replace it where we see it here. I like that. Yeah, let's just go second person. I think it's a little bit better. It fits into this sort of narrative of how this affects everybody, not just Dave. Pull up pants and burp. Oh no, I got verbs. Yeah, like now I gotta get rid of these. You step away. This ain't too bad. I think I'm gonna do it. I think it's about done. An hour into this. Is this a story? So the conflict is trying to get this job, deciding if you want the job. You have a protagonist, which is you. There's the antagonist, which is the shift manager. The scene is in this place called Big Bird's Egg Catch. Now I don't want to have this you, so this would be the shift manager. That's right, I did use Dave a couple spots when I should have used shift manager. So like I'm gonna be on the internet. You lift your legs. You lift arms. You wave arms. And the huge Like, and if I don't, the shift manager peers wrinkles. I mean, did this. Let's go. Let's reset this. Let's get a little bit of noise while I go and fix all the mistakes. Sucks in gut. Got that, got that. I think it's pretty clear. All right, so we have the scene. We have the two characters. What's the resolution? We have the climax, of course, is the shift manager who's older going off on some tangent, insulting this younger person that rightfully should get expected to be paid more money because, well, inflation, cost of living, all those things. But of course, that would provide some sort of equity, and that I hope is shown inside of there. But what would happen? Of course, now you have to decide. Now, that's why I like the U. I think I'm gonna end it there. There is no really the resolution is up to the U. Do you want the job still? It's a cop-out. No, it's not. I haven't... The mini flash fiction stories I've written during the past. You know, maybe I've ended a couple of these this way. One other one I can think of right now. One that I wrote during the stochastic fiction game. It was a farmer who needed insurance, I think it was. No, that wasn't second person, though. Maybe it was. I'll have to read that today now. But that's not now. Right now, I think this is done. That's where my mind is at. It's not like I'm going to change this much. It does seem to have the fittings of some sort of story. You know, you don't really need to do your job on this job. You just can't stand around. I would love to put that mechanic into it, but that's not where the story went this today. Is the game's still going? I'm going to wait. I'm going to think this out loud. I don't want to start reading it quite yet. I don't know about this game. Come on, can I move? Like it says this, but I'm not sure. Maybe I got to go like this. Like I feel like... Oh, they got something on top of their head. I never saw that before. That's why you can't. I'll just stand. Like this big bird-like thing. Okay. I think that's it. I think this is the story for today. I'm quite comfortable with it. It seems to... Maybe probably don't have some of the verbs aligned as they should be for the point of view on the U, because I was using third person at first, and then I went to second person, and the second person has a different verb state. I don't know, verb spelling. The shift manager, and I seem to not be able to type the letter H often today or very well. I got 6 eggs caught by just standing there. And that could have been a different tangent, too. If this wasn't a flash fiction story, maybe they accept the job and just stand there. And then they fail, of course, because they're supposed to not only catch the eggs, but make a good scene. But that's not right now. That's not this story. Okay, I mumbled through that today. And I got to use this keyboard controller, which was... not very effective. Maybe it's broke. Who knows? I never tested it before. I saw it. I think maybe even packaged with this particular game right here. That story can be another story, and well, I can discover that story again through all the journaling I do. But that's not the story that was created today for this video game flash fiction. I want to read this story out loud. We're coming up on time, and well, we got 24 minutes left. I could probably add a little bit more, but I like the way it ends right now. I could see another following scene where the character just stands under one chute and collects the eggs. Gets enough to make, more than enough for their hourly wage, but don't make such a great show for the internet, so their clicks aren't as high enough, so they don't even get as enough earned there. And then have that argument and that tension go. But I think this conversation sort of summarizes that. Maybe it doesn't. Before I do this, I always like to take a little bit of a memento of the way things look right now. Take a quick screenshot of the stage, of the prompt, and what you're seeing right now. And then we're going to read this story aloud for the video game flash fiction story for today. A story, well, sort of makes me smile, but it sort of pisses me off too. I suppose I'm still making of a decent story. For today's video game flash fiction story was inspired by and called Big Bird's Egg Catch. Big Bird's Egg Catch. Like I need to wear a bird outfit, you say. Like, and for the whole day? And catch eggs that fall from nests. Like, why can't I just, get the eggs out of the nest? And not wear the Big Bird outfit? You and the shift manager at Big Bird's Egg Catch stand outside the tunnel that walks beneath the egg shoots. I gotta reread this. I got lost on lines. It happens. All right, so let's do this again from the top. I like to read this through plain at least once. It at least helps see it in my mind. I already see a mistake I can fix real quick. All right, this is Big Bird's Egg Catch. Need to wear a bird outfit, you say? And for the whole day? And catch eggs that fall from nests, tunnels. Why can't I just, get the eggs out of the nest and not wear the Big Bird outfit? You and the shift manager at Big Bird's Egg Catch stand outside the tunnel that walks beneath the egg shoots. A lone person in a Big Bird outfit scrapes and brooms the broken shells and splattered yolk beneath the wide holes in the ceiling of the dimly lit tunnel. You point along the tunnel at cameras mounted on the ceiling and floor. The shift manager pulls pants and burps. Well, you see those cameras. They record you. Well, what do you call it? Stream it on the computer? Get likes and show ads? So, I'm going to be on the internet? You lift your legs, flopping the big foam bird's feet. And how can I run with these big bird feet? You lift arms, and the huge yellow wings of the Big Bird costume flap. And this suit, it's the work uniform required. The shift manager opens the door to the tunnel and points arm inside. You just need to catch or try to catch the eggs. And if I don't? The shift manager peers wrinkles from his big forehead. Catch the eggs. He sniffs one nostril. Well, you might be fired. Fired for not catching eggs. The shift manager sucks in gut and pulls up pants. That's right. Unless our viewers like you and we get hits and subscribers, then it don't matter. Do I get a cut? The shift manager peers and closes the tunnel door. A cut? Of the money from viewers. The shift manager grins and softly chuckles. You get minimum wage. Can I get paid with eggs that I catch? The eggs? Heck no, says the shift manager. An egg's worth more than a minimum wage. You need to work to become shift manager if you want to earn a whole carton of eggs an hour. That's what's wrong with your generation. You just think that you're entitled to a whole carton of eggs the first day on the job. You got to starve. You got to be hungry for it. Earn, work weekends, come on your days off, and I'll be on call 24 hours a day. Be willing to make the tough calls between a birthday party or work. And let me tell you, you better choose work if you want to go anywhere in life, unless you want to be one of those handout whiny people that just sits around all day complaining about health care and food and not living paycheck to paycheck. Well, that's not who works. Not here. You got to catch eggs to make a nest egg, and that's devotion, loyalty, and work. Hard work, son. Something your generation seems to have forgot while you sit around and think things should be given to you. That's not how it was back in my day. When I was your age, I worked all day for less than minimum wage, 7 days a week, just to get by, just to be able to catch something. Something your generation seems to have forgot while you sit around. I work all day for less than minimum wage, 7 days a week, just to catch... Man, I messed up. Shit. That is a weird read. I want to read this through. Sorry, I'm going to start over. I got time. I'm going to turn this thing off. It's going to be one of those days. That's a hard narrative to get through, but I want to do it. I'm going to turn this thing off. Now let's leave it on. Let's at least give myself a time limit somewhere, so I don't read this thing 20 times. I'll try to get through the entire thing. The scrolling on this is a little bit difficult. I think maybe I should do it this way. I think I can do it this way. Let me test my scrolling. Yeah, I can. I got it. Yeah, that's the problem. Using Vim. That's okay though. It's a solvable problem. Just got to do better. All right, from the top, third time, last time. If I mess up on the long diatribe, then life's life, and I'll move on with it. But for now, this is a big bird's egg catch. Like need to wear a bird outfit, you say? Like, and for the whole day? And catch eggs that fall from nests? Like, why can't I just, get the eggs out of the nest? And, not wear the big bird outfit? You and the shift manager at Big Bird's Egg Catch stand outside the tunnel that walks beneath the egg chutes. A lone person in the Big Bird outfit scrapes and brooms the broken egg shells and splattered yolk beneath the wide holes, the chutes in the ceiling of the dimly lit tunnel. You point along the tunnel at cameras mounted on the ceiling and floor. The shift manager pulls up pants and burps. Well, you see those cameras, they record you. Well, what do you call it? Stream it on the computer, get likes and show ads. So I'm going to be on the internet. You lift your legs, flopping the big foam bird feet. And how can I run with these big fake bird feet? You lift arms and the huge yellow wings of the big bird costume flap. In the suit, it's the work uniform required. The shift manager opens the door to the tunnel and points arm inside. You just need to catch and try to catch the eggs. And if I don't, the shift manager peers wrinkles from his big forehead. Catch the eggs. He sniffs. One nostril. Well, you might be fired. Fired for not catching eggs. The shift manager sucks in gut and pulls up pants. That's right. Unless our viewers like you and we get hits and subscribers, then it don't matter. Do I get a cut? The shift manager peers and closes the tunnel door. A cut of the money from viewers. The shift manager grins and softly chuckles. You get minimum wage. Can I get paid with eggs I catch? The eggs? Heck no, says the shift manager. An egg's worth more than minimum wage. You need to work to become shift manager if you want, to earn the whole carton of eggs an hour. That's what's wrong with your generation. Just think you're entitled to a whole carton of eggs. First day on the job, you got to starve. You got to be hungry for it. Earn, work weekends, come on your days off, and be on call 24 hours a day. Be willing to make the tough calls between your birthday party or work. And let me tell you, you better choose work if you're going to go anywhere in life, unless you want to become one of those handout whiny people that just sits around all day complaining about healthcare and food and not living paycheck to paycheck. Well, that's not how this works. You got to catch eggs to make a nest egg. And that takes devotion, loyalty, and work. Hard work, son. Something your generation seems to have forgot while you sit around and think things should be given to you. That's not how it was back in my day. When I was your age, I worked all day for less than minimum wage, 7 days a week, just to get a full-time job here at Big Bird's Catch. And you see, and 30 years later, I'm making it. And you bet Some months that rent and car payment takes all the savings, but it's my job and I don't complain. I don't complain when my manager tells me about the clicks and advertising monies. I don't complain when I got to dress up in that suit when one of you are not showing up to work to fill in for you and your lazy friends that can't seem to get it through your lazy mind that work is life. That's right. Work is life. You got to make money to live, and all that money is earned with hard work. You step away from the shift manager and peer. So, no earning from the eggs caught or the eggs. The shift manager's face flushes blood red and jaw clenches. He points a finger. No. Now, do you want this job or not? Because I got a whole line of you waiting to do this for minimum wage. Well, that was video game flash fiction for the day. The story was read, third time's a little bit of a charm, but of course still had some issues reading it aloud. That's life. I won't be getting paid minimum wage for this job of writing. Likely ever, but that's fine. What I do have is a story and a little bit of enjoyment and at least something that I can take away for myself and don't feel like I have to prove to some employer paying me shit wages to do a job that's making them more money. That's the day for the day. Write a story inspired by life in a game. And with that, ending on a thought, you're going to have to work your whole life. That's just a fact. It's our society. Find a way to be creative and try to make something of your own. You may not make money from it, but it may give you a little bit of sanity in this world that just works to control you. So find the freedom and creativity and remember to write.